Good afternoon, everyone. I hope you will understand my English. I'm sorry I don't speak any German. I'm actually from Australia, so hopefully you can understand my accent. Thank you for having me here. I'm here to introduce our product, Threat Intelligence, and my company name is TrustPort. Now, basically, Threat Intelligence, like the title says, is advanced security network monitoring. Now, we all know the cybersecurity situation today. I mean, we've all seen names like remote access Trojans, advanced persistent threats, zero-day attacks. We're all in the IT security sphere here, so we all understand that these damages go into billions now. But I think the most interesting figure here is the 80% of all these acts come from organized activity. Now, these organizations now work like every other company. The only difference is they get their money by conducting criminal activities. So 80% is quite a high figure. Now, I'm just going to touch base on these targeted attacks. Last week, I think you've all seen that JP Morgan and Chase actually revealed that 76 million households were actually hit by the latest data breach. Now, that's a massive number of users that were affected by this. What frightens me, however, is that it actually went unnoticed from June until August. That's 3 months that they didn't even know this hacker attack was taking place. Now, JP Morgan actually claimed that no bank account details were actually managed to get by the hackers. However, they did admit that user contact details, including email addresses, were actually sacrificed. So this just opens door for hackers to send a lot of phishing emails there. Now, Target breach not long ago, another 110 million customers. Home Depot, another 56 million cards. So the head of JP Morgan and Chase, Mr. Diamond, actually admits, and this is his quote, that the battle is going to be continual and likely never ending. This is good news for us here because it means business, but it's bad news for the customer. And another thing I would like to just quickly touch base on, which caught my attention, was the 5 Chinese militaries that were actually charged for stealing data from 6 US companies. So it's not just little companies or corporates that are targeted. It's become a world battle. Russia, Israel, United States, it's a global problem here. Let me introduce you my company in a quick nutshell. We actually produce our security solutions. We've been on the market since 2009. We're daughter of Cleverlands, which is one of the biggest IT enterprise companies in Central Europe. We're Czech Republic, Slovakia, Bulgaria, that side of things. We've been producing the world's most effective antivirus since 2009, and we're here to introduce you to the Network Behavior Analyzer, the artificial product which I'm here to talk to you about. Now, we've been making the world's most effective antivirus. Anyone that knows Virus Bulletin is an independent testing agency which tests all the antiviruses throughout the world. And on that chart, you can see the best place to be is the upper right-hand corner. This shows the best detection capabilities, and TrustPort is #1 and has been for a very long time. And this detection core, these engines are actually implemented into our solution. Now, let's talk about Threat Intelligence, the product I'm here to pitch. We call it the modern-day security solution for modern-day threats. Now, a lot of companies concentrate on network monitoring or network security, but we are one of the very, very few companies that actually bring the whole product and put it into one nutshell. So we do also network monitoring with advanced artificial intelligence. We do this for lines up to 40 gigabytes per second. We analyze all network traffic, all application performance, giving the IT administrator full statistics so he knows exactly what's happening in his network. But what we really do concentrate on is the IT security sector. Now, we have 5 modules, the IDS, NBA, honeypots, which concentrate on making this a complete product. Now, IDS is intrusion detection systems. This is designed to detect known threats with the help of signatures. But where the product really comes in is the NBA, which is the network behavior analysis. This detects all unknown threats thanks to analyzing all network behavior and for looking for anomalies in the network behavior. Now, we've also added a honeypot system which detects all unknown buffer and overflow attacks. Now, the whole solution can be implemented either with hardware or we can do that virtually. So it's up to the customer which road he decides to choose. Threat Intelligence, its uses. So basically, as I already said, for the network administrator, it's full control, network security, and optimization of networking infrastructure. We provide detailed statistics which enable the network administrator to know exactly what is happening at any given time in his network. Now, thanks to the IDS, we already know that it detects all known threats which have been added to signature databases. But what's most important, and where the biggest threats come from, is the detection of unknown threats. APTs, zero-day, remote access Trojans, either targeted, and it can come from internal or external. The JP Morgan and Chase, the biggest problem was that the attack was actually originally internal. So we protect against internal attacks also. Now, the base of our solution is the most advanced artificial intelligence that's currently available on the market. It basically learns exactly how all your network behaves. And this means you're always going to be prepared for any future attack, any zero-day attack, which may come in the near future. Now, I'm going to give you a case study. We actually deployed this solution at a company which is a European services provider. They've got around 800 employees, 4 branch offices. Now, they knew they had a serious security problem. They knew they had large data transfers going out. They knew they had several serious incidents. However, none of the mentioned security solutions, including McAfee, IBM Crutcher, or Cisco, were able to find where the problem was. They basically did not detect any threats. As soon as we deployed TrustPort threat intelligence at the 3 hardware network pros and 3 border routers, we actually realized and found that the most serious incident that was discovered was actually 10 Trojanized mobile phones which were being connected to the internal network via Wi-Fi, and they were then sending based communication to an IP address somewhere in Japan. Now, we were able to detect this only after 15 minutes of implementation. This was very good for the organization because they were losing a lot of critical information. Now, the solution was tested for 6 weeks. TrustPort personnel, our whole team, analyzed the data. It was then handed over to the client, and the solution was fully deployed. Now, the most important thing is we don't just deploy the solution. We actually train the network administrator and the IT team how to analyze and read the statistics that the program provides. And they were very impressed with the detection capabilities, which we believe are one of the best in the business. The value for money that the product gives, because it's a complete solution. You don't have to buy any other, you don't have to buy separate network monitoring, any security things extra. We provide it all in one simple package. Now, this is basically the NBA detection core. This is the most important model, I can say. This is where the data flows, and all the mentioned algorithms like the prediction analysis, the discovery analysis, the flow analysis, repetitive analysis, LS7 OC analysis, and the rule-based analysis, all these algorithms work together to analyze the flow, which then come to a model which we call data fusion. Now, data fusion correlates all this information and puts it into easily readable statistics and incidents so the network admin can easily understand. Now, we see that the AR learning process, which is the artificial intelligence learning process, and the mathematical model actually teaches the algorithms and betters the mathematical model, which then in turn starts to detect the threats instantly. That's the most important. You know, it's okay to deploy a solution, but it needs to work instantly. Now, just after 24 hours, we can guarantee that the solution will start to detect all major threats without any false positives. That's also very important. And after just 28 days, the solution has completely learned how the entire network behaves, how the users behave, what time they come to work, what they download on their computer, and start to analyze all this behavior. Now, you ask, why would you choose TrustPort Threat Intelligence when there's so many other competing products available on the market today? Well, the answer is quite simple. I think the biggest selling point, the USP, the unique selling point is we provide an all-in-one solution in one package, which ends up saving the company the most critical thing, and that's money. As we know, we have high sensitive protection against all zero-day APTs, any number of malware that may come at you. We have adaptive detection methods, which include all the latest detection methods currently available on the market. the most important, we're able to detect very, very fast, usually within 1 or 2 minutes. The program uses machine learning to self-configure just during the first 24 hours. It's very easy to deploy. It usually takes a couple of hours, not weeks or months, and will work on most networks, on most hardware that the company already has deployed in their network. We truly do believe we have the most detailed network behavior analyzer that's currently available, because we do a thing called frequency characteristic analysis. No other competing product dwells this deep. And thanks to our advanced artificial intelligence, which is the body behind the product, which is the brains behind the product, we've actually won the prestigious NIST challenge in the United States for video recognition technology. So our artificial intelligence is already employed in a number of highly advanced products within the United States government, and we are the winners of that, and that technology is now within threat intelligence. These are some of the customers or corporates that have currently got our solution deployed. And if you'd like to learn more, please visit us. We're at the Czech booth over in 213. I would glad to share more information on it. Thank you very much.